Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be covering how to create a primordial particle system in Unity 3D using ChatGPT. So this video is inspired by the video you're seeing right now on screen, and you guys should definitely check this video out. And within this video right here, which is how life emerges from a simple particle motion law, you guys can see that there's a little paper. And this video is created by Artificial Life Lab grads, so all credit due. So if you guys check this paper out, you guys will see that there is pseudocode in this paper that we could take and feed into ChatGPT. Here's the whole paper. Check this out as well. Amazing read. But here's the code, and we're going to copy this and enter it into ChatGPT. So let me get that code copied over, and let's go ahead and get started. Now, I have code and a prompt already ready for this. So here's the code copied over, and then here's my prompt that I'll be giving to ChatGPT. And let's see what code it gives us. Now, in this code, we see that it doesn't really take a prefab for a particle, and it doesn't use that prefab to spawn in any particle. So let's go ahead and tell it to do that. A distance from the center, a random distance. Spawn the particle at a random position within a given distance from the center of the scene. And then we don't want it using collider physics. One thing we see that's a problem is that this is for a primordial particle. It should be for the whole primordial particle system, meaning that it should be spawning in particles. So there's my prompt right there. You guys can go ahead and pause the video, check it out. Alright, so it created a list for the particles. it gets the direction of the particle. It checks whether where sides it's on using the z-axis. Alright, and then it calculates all the stuff that it needs to and sets the, ooh, this might be a problem right here, but let's see how this looks. This looks like interesting code. We'll copy this and we'll go ahead and move to Unity now. So in Unity, I have something set up. So if you see the main camera, it's facing down instead of at the wonky angle that it spawns in on. So you guys can copy this for the angle. And then if you go to your directional light, I have the shadows to be no shadows. Okay? And now if you go to your assets folder, I have 3 extra folders. So you'll have scenes, I have scripts, prefabs, and materials. So within our scripts folder, we're going to create a new C# script and call it PPS1, and we're going to open that up in Visual Studio Code, which I already have opened up. Let me just X out of that, and yeah. So when this is open, you're going to go to File, Open Folder, and go to the folder that has your project. I already have it opened up. And within that folder, when you open it up, you'll see assets, scripts, and then you'll see the file you just created. So just open it up, and then we're going to paste the script we copied from ChatGPT right in over here. Alright, and then we're going to erase this bit, the extra little header. And that should be working just fine. Alright, let's move back to Unity. And there's the error. Let me see. Well, that is fair. There is no primordial particle. There should be a game object. So let's go back to our ChatGPT. See if it can figure that out. Alright, so we're going to copy that and open up code again. And then just erase all that and copy over it to the new stuff. And erase that stuff. There we go. We're going to save that and move to our Unity screen. There we go. No errors. Now over here we got to set some stuff up. We're going to go ahead and create an empty, and we're going to call this manager. And we're going to add a component to this. Well, first of all, set it, reset the position and everything. Now add a component to it, and we're going to call that, we're going to add the script we just made. And for this script, we also need to add a particle prefab. So let's go ahead and create a sphere and call this particle and then we're going to go to that prefabs folder we made and put in particle. Now that's made into a prefab, we can delete the instance we have in the game, and we can go ahead and open up our PPS manager and then drag our prefab to where it should go, right there. Alright, let's go ahead and hit play and see how it's running. Well, not running good. If we turn the velocity up, we get some more speed. Turn it all the way up to, like, let's say 500. No. Let's turn it up to 10. Okay. So we have our V set to 10. Our beta set to, alpha will be set to 1.4. Our beta will be set to 3. Our radius will be 2. And number of particles will change to 50. Now, if you guys can see, the angle of our camera is also wrong. So we're going to go to our camera and switch this from being 90 to 0, 0, 0. Perfect. And then change our X position. Nope. Change our Z position to -40. Now if we press play, we can see the interesting, weird movement that ChatGPT just created for us, which is kind of amazing. You can see the way these things are clustering together and spreading apart. Let's make it a little bit easier to see. The spawning is wrong, so we'll have to tell ChatGPT to fix the way that it's being spawned. But spawn radius, will change that to 5, and we'll change the velocity to 7, and let's see how that's looking. Look how strange and jaggedy that movement is. You can see little clusters being formed, which is so interesting, all by following simple motion laws. And by that, it really means all it's doing is all of these particles are being controlled by a simple function. There is, like, usually we've seen, like, okay, a neural network controls a bunch of tiny particles, and you know, they move around. That's interesting, but this is all being controlled by one brain. Imagine the primordial particle system being attached to a actual neural network, like some of the constant values of it. So this is kind of beautiful, honestly. But we can go more, and this is actually like a cool place for me to end. I should end it here, but I'm not going to. And yeah, anyways, let's create a oh no, delete that empty I just created by accident. Okay, and then let's create a cube, and that cube will be our wall. Well, background. And then we're going to reset the position, and we're going to scale it up to, let's say, 50 and not 50, 500 probably on this. Nope. So 1 on that axis and 50 on this axis. See how it looks in game. And there we go. It covers the whole screen. And then let's move it back 40. Oh well. Let's go ahead and just do 1,000. 1,000. Perfect. Now let's go into our materials tab. And I already have a floor. I'll delete it. I'll make a new one. So materials folder empty, we'll go ahead and go up create and material right there, and we'll call this floor, and then just drag that onto the background, and then we're gonna click this, and we're gonna go to like a kind of swampy greeny color. All right, happy with that. So that'll be our background for these. Now I kind of want to ask ChatGPT to color these spheres. They don't look very interesting without colors, right? So let's go ahead and move to ChatGPT and see if we can get it to color our spheres. Add colors to the particles based on how many neighbors are in a given radius of the how many neighbors are near a particle. So what we want to do is actually make sure that all the code is the same, but I probably will try not to copy the whole code, but just take the part where it colors the particle. Okay, so probably need to add this line right here, and then these lines right here. No, I won't even need to add this line. I'll just need to add the set color part. So let's go ahead and copy this over. And we're going to add that right underneath here, but still in the loop. All right, let's see how this ends up going. Save this, and let's open up Unity. Okay, one more thing I want to do is go to the prefabs and open up the particle, and over here we're going to add a component and add a trail renderer, and over here we're going to change some of the settings. Over here where it says width, we're going to change it to 0.4, and then we're going to add a little kind of tail thing here and move it all the way down. All right, we're going to change this time to 4, and then we're going to change the color. This top tab right here is the alpha, and we're going to change that down to 100, around 100, and we'll change the color down here to like a nice I don't know, like a reddish. Oh, let me get rid of that. So if you accidentally put one on, you just grab it and drag it off. But anyways, okay, and then the next color will be a green color, like to match our kind of green scape that we have going. All right, so let's see how that's looking, and let's press play. So one more thing is, for our trail renderer, we want to click on this materials area and go ahead and scroll all the way down, or wherever it is, you'll see sprite default material. Go ahead and click that, and now if you press play, now everything has kind of like a trail, and they're getting colored based on their neighbors. No, what happened to my scene? Oh, let me get rid of that. There we go. Now we can even kind of see this crazy pattern that forms from this. And it would be interesting if we can get our trail renderer to change also based on whatever color the thing is. But I don't know how updating it consistently will be, so we'll just leave it as is. But yeah, one thing I want to change is, I'll go to code real quick, Oops. And over here where it says if n equals 0, change the color to white. We'll change this to gray, and I hope that is a color. And green, yellow, and then we'll change that to blue because red is harsh. Now let's go back to code. Go back to Unity. Alright, a little bit better looking. So yeah, another cool thing we can do is actually go to our project manager and really mess with these settings while it's running. So we can kind of see how changing the alpha makes them rotate to each other a little bit more, which is nice to see. And then changing this, we could change this to, like, let's say 1. And we get really different behavior. See, they're coming together, breaking apart a lot more. And yeah, we could see awesome movement. Let's spread them apart a bit. You change the movement a lot. Now let's go and mess with it a little bit more. Let's open up code. Provide like motion to the particles the motion complex. And then while this is going, for this, let's open up code. And, well, no, let's open up Unity. And we'll go to scripts, and we're going to create a new script. And we'll call it PBS2. Now we'll open that up in code. And now we will copy whatever output we got from ChatGPT over there. So let's go ahead and open up ChatGPT and copy this code. And just in case, wait 1 second. Just in case you guys didn't see the code, well, I hope you guys will be able to generate yourself, but I'll show you when I copy and paste it. Let me also get rid of these. Perfect. And I will get rid of this right here. Alright, so you guys can check the code out and let's see if it's running. We'll save that, go back to Unity. Any errors? Nope. We're going to copy that onto our manager. So now that script is attached to our manager, and we'll go into our prefabs and assign the particle. And then we'll turn off our first script by unchecking it. Press play. And we'll turn up, we'll match all of the values. Now, is this more random, more complex than the other one? It's hard to say. Definitely looks cool. So let's turn on both at the same time and see how that goes. And we have a true mess, my friends. So everything is on the same plane, so that's pretty good. I don't know, you guys tell me if there's even any difference. I don't know. I can't tell if it even added any real randomness. It looks pretty much, yeah, probably right here. Added a bit, very slight bit of randomness to it, and I assume if we put this up to like 0.5, we'll really see some random behavior. Let's find out. Oh, let me just open up code real quick. So basically, looking at this code, we just change this line right here is where the randomness is being added, and it was 0.1. Just change that to 0.5. Let's see if the more randomness got added. Yeah, now you can see it's more jaggedy. Let's turn that velocity down to, let's say, 5. Turn beta down to 2. See how that looks. If we play with the alpha, we get some different kind of weird behavior. Some crazy spirals. So yeah, I mean, it's really amazing what we can do with ChatGPT and some pseudocode. And really, I'm pretty sure a lot of papers have pseudocode in them that you can translate using ChatGPT. So we're gonna do some cool projects, you guys. Don't you worry. And hopefully, so if you guys like this video, please comment, like, subscribe. you know, do all that. And really, I value comments more than anything. So if you guys leave a comment letting me know if you're interested in this, if you want to see more of this, I'll be more than happy to create something kind of more in depth. If you guys want to see maybe a neural network attached to something similar to this, I'd be happy to check that out for you guys. So yeah, I'm just gonna maximize on play, and I'll just let this play for a little bit, and you guys can just watch it and enjoy. Have a good day.